Okay, Cyberlink might have officially fucked around and found out with Rockstar because after leaking GTA 6 gameplay, demanding Rockstar change course on physical games and threatening to drop even more footage, Take-Two has now gone to court and has subpoenaed Microsoft and Discord for information that could help uncover who actually is behind Cyberlink. Rockstar basically said, "Oh, you wanted a 5-star wanted level? Hold my beer," because this has officially gone from the internet drama to a legal manhunt. Cyberlink wanted Rockstar's attention. Well, congratulations, baby. You got all of it. Let's talk about it.
I am honored to take.
All right, so before we jump into the topic, let me know in the comments down below, how do you think this ends for Cyberlinks? Do you think this footage even will cause real change, or did he just piss off people at the end of the day and it's not going to help anybody's case for physical media to continue at PlayStation? Let me know how you feel and what you think in the comments down below. So Cyberlink might have officially fucked around and found out with Rockstar, like I said in the intro, because after leaking GTA 6 gameplay, demanding changes surrounding physical games, and threatening to drop even more footage, Take-Two isn't just chasing leaked videos around the internet anymore. They're going to court. Take-Two has filed a federal DMCA subpoena request targeting Microsoft and Discord, looking for information that could help uncover who actually is behind Cyberlink. This isn't happening in a vacuum. As these leaks start spreading, Take-Two stock dropped roughly about $2.8 billion was temporarily wiped from the company's market value before shares started recovering. Stocks are very retroactive to what's happening, and then they kind of bounce back most of the time, unless you're Ubisoft. Now, that's a market capitalism. Take-Two didn't literally lose $2.8 billion out of his bank account, but still, that's a few billion reasons to take this very seriously. Rockstar basically looked at Cyberlink and said, oh, you coming at us? Not with all this money we got in the bank account. Let's get these lawyers to work to finally do something to earn their pay. And so it looks like Cyberlink is definitely getting the 5-star wanted level treat. And actually, based on what GTA 6 leaks are showing, it might need to be a level 6 wanted level, because this has officially gone from internet drama to a legal manhunt. And that's the most important distinction. We already know Cyberlink is a persona claiming responsibilities for these leaks. Now, could this just be clout? We don't know. The question is, who's actually behind Cyberlink at the end of the day? That's what Take-Two appears to be trying to uncover as well. They're seeking identifying information and account records from Microsoft and Discord that could potentially lead them to whoever is operating behind the name. So we're way beyond, hey, take this leak video down, and they're following the digital footprint. And that's a very different level of escalation. Cyberlink wanted Rockstar's attention. Well, you got Microsoft involved, you got Discord involved, you got lawyers involved, you got all the attention in the smoke. Now, this is where I think the story gets a little bit more complicated, because Cyberlink isn't presenting this as simply, hey, everyone, look at GTA 6 footage I have. They're trying to attach a bigger message to it. Cyberlink's argument is essentially that gamers have been playing too nice when it comes to PlayStation moving away from physical games. That complaining online isn't creating change. And if gamers actually want those complaints listened to, they need a more direct approach. And listen, I understand the frustration behind that. You already know where I stand on physical games when it comes to this whole PlayStation fiasco. I obviously think gamers should push back when they feel consumer choice and ownerships are being taken away. There's a difference between becoming more direct and leaking GTA 6 while threatening to release more if the company don't change course. And there's something important here that I think really puts that distinction into perspective. Stop Killing Games has also publicly distanced itself from these GTA 6 leaks. They was like, hey, they ain't got nothing to do with us. They ain't got nothing to do with our claim that a lot of these lawsuits against PlayStation needs to be put on more of a front street and things like that. That is significant because you're actively involved in a broader consumer fight surrounding PlayStation digital marketplace in the future of physical games. So you essentially got people fighting the same general side of this issue, saying, yeah, this ain't us. Cyberlink might believe a more aggressive approach is necessary to force change. Maybe aggression gets attention, but attention and support are not the same thing. Cyberlink definitely got the attention part down. And I think Rockstar's history explains why Take-Two is escalating. GTA 6 has already suffered a few leaks in the past. We had a huge development leak, I think in 2022, and then Rockstar's first GTA 6 trailer leaked early in 2023, forcing them them to release it ahead of schedule. And now we're approaching GTA 6 actual release date. It's happening yet again. But the timing of these leaks makes things even worse. Rockstar has its own extended GTA 6 presentation coming to Netflix, which I'm pretty sure they've already got that money in their bank account, and Netflix is looking crazy like, hey yo, we not paying. No, we need to rethink that number, because if footage is already leaked, it's not going to bring the attention that we thought and that we paid you for. So imagine spending months deciding what gameplay do we show, what mechanics do we reveal, what do we keep secret, how do we build anticipation, and somebody shows up before your presentation like, don't worry Rockstar, I got it from here. No, nobody asked you. Rockstar didn't need help generating GTA 6 hype. They could have posted a picture of a palm tree and disappeared for 6 months. And Will has 17 YouTube videos analyzing the leads. Controlling what gets revealed and when is part of Rockstar's marketing strategy. So Cyberlink isn't simply showing people footage. They're taking some of that control away from Rockstar. Now, I completely understand, I guess, Take-Two's wanting to find whoever is leaking this game, but I think there's still a fair question on the other side. How broad should this investigation become? Some reporting around these subpoenas suggests information could potentially be sought involving users in Discord communities connected to the investigation, not just tied to Cyberlink. And that's where I think there needs to be a line. If somebody stole or distributed Rockstar's copyrighted material, go after them. I mean, legally, I can't stand in nobody's way of that. If somebody directly helped Cyberlink, investigate it, sure. But if somebody just happened to be sitting in a Discord server where this stuff was being discussed, that's different. So Cyberlink's actions can be wrong, and we can still scrutinize how Take-Two responds. Those two don't contradict each other. And somehow, after all this, Cyberlink apparently still isn't backing down. Take-Two is going to court. Microsoft and Discord are involved. They're trying to figure out who's actually behind the account, and Cyberlink has continued threatening more leaks. Listen, that's some fucking confidence. And amen to whoever is controlling that account in persona. And then they're standing in the middle of Los Santos with 6 stars saying, nah, I think we can lose them. Maybe Cyberlink believes they've covered their tracks good enough. Maybe they know something we don't. Once a multiple billion-dollar corporation start using a legal system to uncover your identity, you're playing a completely different game. And here's ultimately where I land. I think there are 2 different conversations here that shouldn't be confused. The first is the fight over physical games. On that, I understand the frustrations. Gamers should make noise. We should challenge companies when we believe consumer choice and ownership are disappearing. That's why I think Stop Killing Games taking the fight through consumer and legal channels is important. But then there's a second question. How far are you willing to go to force that change? Cyberlink says gamers have been playing too nice. Okay, I can definitely understand why he makes that argument. And I understand that argument. But once your direct approach becomes leaking GTA 6 and threatening even more leaks, you've changed the story. Instead of everybody talking about how do we protect physical games, they're talking about who is Cyberlink and can't Take-Two find them. And that's why Stop Killing Games distancing itself from these leaks matter. You can't fight for the same underlying issue without supporting the same tactics. And now Cyberlinks has managed to get exactly what they wanted, attention. And it's a lot of fucking attention. Unfortunately, some of that attention is coming from Take-Two lawyer. Cyberlink wanted Rockstar to listen. Rockstar heard them, baby. They hear you. They see you. And they coming after that ass. And now, I hope you can evade this 6-star wanted level type attention at the end of the day. Because now, we're about to find out whether getting their attention was actually worth it. But I want to hear from you. How do you think this ends for Cyberlinks? Do you think they invade? Do you think this is all smoke and mirrors at the end of the day? Or do you think this is a bigger plight and how to bring attention to GTA 6? Now, I'm not saying not all attention is bad attention, because at the end of the day, we're talking about it. I'm making a YouTube video. There's a lot of coverage on YouTube and other, social platforms about this topic. But does Take-Two eventually figure out who's behind the account? Or does Cyberlink somehow stay ahead of them and just flies under the radar? Let me know what you think and how you feel in the comments down below. And that's it for today's video. Let us know your thoughts on this topic down in the comment section. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notification. We cover gaming industry chaos every day, so follow if you enjoy gaming news, rumors, and hot takes. And we'll catch you on the next episode of
Iron Architect.